my friends. Welcome to God Focus this morning. The title of today's episode, Oppression. Today I wanted to talk to you about oppression. Oppression means that a person is being controlled by prolonged, unjust, and cruel treatment. We think about communist countries and how their people are oppressed. We may think of the millions of people that are being held against their will and being forced into all sorts of cruel treatment. But I want to talk to you today about spiritual oppression. It is possible for a child of God to be oppressed by the devil. If we are filled with God's Spirit, we cannot be possessed by the enemy, but we can be oppressed. Many things in life can open up opportunities for the enemy to come in to oppress us. He sends spirits to try to distract us from our appointed duties. He will use fear, anxiety, depression, anger to control us. It is hard to sum up this subject in just a few minutes. I grew up in church and we were never taught about how we can open up portals to the enemy. Music, entertainment, the way we speak, doing things like yoga, astrology, psychic readings, and celebrating Halloween are only a few of the ways that we open portals to the enemy. I know many think that yoga is just breathing and relaxing the muscles and the mind, but in doing this practice, you're opening yourself up to being controlled by a spirit. Don't take my word for it. Research it for yourself. You may think it's not a big deal to own a Buddha statue or statues of wizards, dragons, or witches, but spirits are often attached to these things. When you bring them into your home, you're opening your home up to the enemy. You are giving him legal right to torment you. Halloween is an all-out holiday of real witches. I'm not talking about the ones that on television that are green with big warts on their noses, ones with pointy hats that are afraid of water. There are people that practice the arts of darkness, called witchcraft. They open their lives up to the evil things of this world. Satan is their god, and the very ritual of dressing up as someone that you're not is, in its very nature, deceptive. But many Christians every year allow themselves to be drawn into the enemy's trap. First, let me say I would never mistreat a child that came to my door dressed like their favorite cartoon character or a candy bar. As Christians, it is our responsibility to show kindness. Children do not understand. To them, it's just dressing up and getting candy. It's all about the candy. But we have to understand as Christians that Halloween is evil. The same people that don't want to hear about the blood Jesus shed on the cross because it's too gruesome or graphic are normally the first ones in line when the next horror movie comes out. The people that make these movies are evil. They have real witches on set casting spells, and then people willingly submit themselves to take it all into their spirit by watching. Psalms 101, verse 3. I will set no wicked thing before mine eyes. I hate the work of them that turn aside. It shall not cleave to me. We are supposed to come out from among the evil and be set apart for the good of God. We are not supposed to allow our spirit to take in the evil of this world. There is nothing new under the sun. God's people have always struggled with staying away from evil and keeping themselves pure. How many times did Israel go after false gods? For many years, even as an adult Christian, I didn't understand a lot of the things that I'm beginning to learn. Like, for many years, I didn't realize that all the false gods of the Bible are backed by real spirits. Of course, they are all evil spirits, but I thought that these people just made up a religion, built a statue to have something that they could see. When the word says that we do not fight against flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness in high places, it is referring to all the false gods of the world and the spirits behind them. In Bible times, they always built their altars to false gods in high groves and high places. It is time that we walk closer to God. People always want to know how close they can walk to the world and still make it. But that's the wrong question. We need to change our mindset and ask, how close can I walk to Jesus? God will set us free from spiritual oppression if we ask him to. Ask that he reveal places that we have opened up portals to the enemy. Then tell him that you want the access to the enemy closed. Repent for allowing him in and ask God to set you free. He will break the chains of oppression and set you free. This was not my typical words of encouragement, but it was something I felt I needed to say. Many people are opening doors to things that they're not equipped to deal with, and they end up bound. Proverbs 4:23. Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. If we can keep our heart right, the enemy will not be able to get a stronghold. He will not be able to oppress us if we can keep our minds on Jesus. I am completely convinced if we can keep our God focus and not allow the things of this life to take control, we will prevail. Thanks for watching. Until next time, be bold, be brave, and keep your God focus. Like, share, and subscribe for more encouragement. Have a wonderful day.